Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my first ever UEFA Champions League predictions, and we'll be predicting the Tuesday Champions League game starting from the Chelsea versus Red Bull Salzburg game. Now, the first game ended in a 1-1 draw, and we saw that Chelsea underrated the Red Bull Salzburg team, and it was a very painful result for them, and they'll be looking to bounce back in this fixture, especially after getting that 1-1 draw. I think they've drawn 3 games in a row or 2 games in a row, if I'm correct. So I think Chelsea will edge Red Bull Salzburg in this fixture. Yes, I think Chelsea will beat Red Bull Salzburg in this particular game. So Red Bull Salzburg will be hosting Chelsea, but Chelsea will go there and get a win. If you want me to give you a scoreline, I'll be giving you a 2-1 predictions. Chelsea beating Red Bull Salzburg in this particular game. Over to Dynamo Zagreb versus Milan. AC Milan will be facing Dynamo Zagreb. Is going to be an interesting game, but I think AC Milan is going to beat Dynamo Zagreb. I don't know how they will do it. I know it's going to be very difficult considering the fact that Dynamo Zagreb played very well against Chelsea. I think AC Milan will stand firm to beat Dynamo Zagreb in that game. So I think 2-0 or 3-1 in this particular game. Then move on to Group F, where Celtic face Shakhtar Donetsk. Celtic, Shakhtar Donetsk, 2 important teams and 2 strong teams in this particular Group F. I think this game is going to be a very close encounter, but I think it's going to end in a draw, and Celtic would edge Shakhtar Donetsk if there will be a winner in that particular game, but I think it's going to be a draw, and predicting a draw between Celtic and Shakhtar Donetsk. Then over to Leipzig, RB Leipzig versus Real Madrid. Now, the first leg was very interesting. Leipzig dominated several aspects, and Madrid made sure that they didn't give Leipzig the chance to counter-attack and hurt them. But I think Real Madrid will beat Leipzig again in this particular fixture, or they get a draw in that game. I don't think Leipzig will be able to beat Real Madrid. So it's either a Real Madrid win or the game will end in a draw. So that is what I think in this particular fixture. Then move on to Sevilla versus Copenhagen. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Copenhagen. I think Sevilla will beat them hands down. Sevilla at home with a new coach, I think they are going to beat Copenhagen hands down. So I'm thinking 2-0, 3-0 scoreline in this particular fixture. Then we'll move on to Borussia Dortmund versus Manchester City. Now, Manchester City and Borussia Dortmund, the first leg was very interesting, entertaining, goals and all that. So I think in this particular game, Manchester City will also beat Borussia Dortmund, because I don't think their defense can stand the Manchester City attack. So I'm predicting a win for Manchester City, and I'm predicting a lot of goals in this fixture once again. So Man City are going to beat Borussia Dortmund in this particular fixture. Then we'll move over to Group H, where Paris Saint-Germain versus Maccabi Haifa. I think this particular game, the game will be decided at halftime. You will know the result by halftime, because I think Paris Saint-Germain is going to dominate and outclass Maccabi Haifa in this particular game. So don't get me wrong, Maccabi Haifa, they have scored, they have stunned Juventus in the last game. They played very well and sealed a very shocking win against Juventus, but I don't think they can do that against PSG. So I'm expecting PSG to beat them and outclass them very well in that particular fixture. Then we move over to Benfica versus Juventus. I'm predicting a win for Benfica. Juventus have, after their poor run, they came back, they're bouncing and getting the points, winning the games and all that. But I don't think they'll be able to beat Benfica away from home. So I'm giving Benfica a straight win in this particular fixture. I think that's all for Tuesday fixtures of the Champions League. I'll be posting the Wednesday Champions League immediately after or before the Tuesday fixtures kick off. So I think that is my prediction. So I'd like to know your thoughts, comments, and tell me what you think about my predictions. Let's go back again. I think Chelsea will beat Red Bull Salzburg in that game. I think Milan will beat Dynamo Zagreb. I think Celtic and Shakhtar Donetsk game will end in a draw. Then Leipzig versus Real Madrid, I'm predicting a Real Madrid win or draw. Then as for Sevilla and Copenhagen, I'm thinking that Sevilla will beat Copenhagen. Then Manchester City versus Borussia Dortmund is going to be a Manchester City win with a lot of goals. Then PSG to outclass Maccabi Haifa, and Benfica to beat Juventus. Those are my predictions. I would like to know your thoughts. Comment down below and tell me what you think. I think that's all for today. Subscribe if you haven't and tell me what you think. Subscribe and click the notification bell. Till next time, guys. Goodbye.